Hey guys, shop update. So the next step is setting up to do the ground boards. I got the back area sort of graded out, the big stuff pushed out of the way, and the pile, that's that rocks and stuff that came out of this giant hole over here. Anyways, so I shot the laser and got my reference line all the way around. The reference line is not any particular height, it's just horizontal and true all the way around for all the posts all the way down. I got them marked around the inside and then one side of the beam and the outside. Not on this side because there's nothing going there. Except for the corner posts, those are marked all the way around. So now that I have my random line absolutely horizontal, I measured around all the way around down to the ground, and it averages about 32 inches. And I think I'm going to set the ground board height, which will be the bottom of the outside of the building. I'm going to set it at about 28 inches because I'd rather bring in some fill and bring the ground up. That way, guaranteeing water will never seep into the building. So I'll probably bring 4 inches in, and I'll get that from the back sand pit area, which is down this little road right here. The sand pit's down the hill and around the corner, not too far. With the hoe, being that it has a big bucket, I can ferry the buckets back and forth of sand and sandy loam. So I'm going to set the height, the outside height, at 28 inches. And being that I'm by myself, I'm just going to set screws there so I can take the ground board, set it on top, and then nail them in. So they take 30 penny nails, 2 per post here. And I'm going to pre-drill the boards. It's cold, they're 30 penny nails and they're going on the ends, so I'm going to pre-drill them. They are going to be, they call them center match, which is a fancy word for tongue and groove, I guess. Here's the center match. So I'll put the V down and the tongue up. It's 2 boards high all the way around the perimeter. So there's going to be a man door right here. This area is a man door. And then this is the large roll up, 10 foot, and then we have the small roll up down there. So I will skip this whole area for the ground boards yet, because I have to frame this in. I have to get the door, I haven't fetched the door yet. So once I fetch the door, I can frame that in and then bring the ground boards down to the base of the door. All right, we're making good progress. I got nearly half of the ground boards up. So these are the longer ones. They're almost 20 feet. These are 16 feet because the whole back wall is 8 foot on center. And then I have the longer ones over there. So I didn't design this building, and this is the first building I've ever made of this kind, post-frame construction. What I'm doing is I'm doing all the long ones first, the longest board. So the next one I'm going to do is from that post to that post, which is just under 20 feet. So the 20 footers will go there. And then what I have left over, I have a little section there. I'll have a little section there and there. I'm going to leave that one open for now so I can get the skid steer in and out of the back until I get enough dirt and such in. But that's how I'm doing it, using all the longest pieces first, and then I'll fill in the short gaps with the shorter pieces of material. I think it'll work out, I'm hoping. All right, it's nearing the end of the day. It's a little after 4, it's getting dark. I got the ground boards all installed all the way around, except for the one little spot in the corner right here. I'm gonna leave it open for now, just in case I need to get the skid steer in and out. I'm gonna bring about, I don't know, 6 or 8 loads of sand in with the backhoe then smooth it out with the skid steer. Boards look good. This is my pile of drop cuts. I'm glad I was careful with selecting which board to cut for which spot. I didn't design this building, and like I said earlier, this is the first one I've built like this, but it came out real nice. Now I get to backfill all of this, see where the boards have a gap. No gap over here. There is a gap here. I'll fill in that. And there's a little gap over here. So I'll get this all filled up right level with the bottom board. And the concrete goes from the bottom of the bottom board to the top of the bottom board. About 5 inches thick all the way around. So that's your gauge for concrete. This is the big roll-up door, and then this is the small roll-up door. There will be a man door in this area right here. So I'll frame in the man door, which will go in this area from here. And then once it's all framed in, I'll cut the top board out. And then this will be the location of the top of the concrete. So it's coplanar. Skid steer is a little cold, so I got the genset hooked up to it to warm up the motor. I went to move it, but I let it set too long. It's about 5 degrees out, and with the wind chill, I think it's like -5. Without the wind chill, it's fine. It's not even that cold. But with the wind chill, it makes my ears cold, and my fingers get cold, even with gloves on. It's like your little extremities are the first things to get cold. The least amount of blood flow. All right, so that's the updates for today. We'll continue tomorrow. I will continue with, tomorrow I'm going to start laying out for the girts, and that goes all the way around. A couple layers of 29 inches on center on the outside and 24 inches on center on the inside. So that's tomorrow's chore. Assuming it's not too cold. It's supposed to get -10 tonight, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 0. So the high of 0. If there's no wind, I'll be fine.